Hi there, my name is Cheesy, and welcome back to Parmesiano. In the last episode, we built this geothermal power plant, and it's making us a lot of bank right now. So now we have finally have a positive budget. We are making money without having to upgrade our city, which is a first. And the city council now has dollar signs in his eyes. They want to use this new form of revenue because we currently have a lot of electricity over. We are selling 127 megawatts, so we have some room left on that front. And the city wants to use this surplus of electricity to attract a lot of new people to the city. But currently, we are not prepared to double our population just like that. Our networks are already used quite a bit. So what we will do today is we will open up a lot of new land for development by building 3 new interchanges along our main highway. Let me show you what we will do. So the first area the city has its eye on is right over here. I can show you if we turn on the contour lines. We have a big flat area over here. So what we will do first of all is get this power plant some more connectivity by building a bridge over the river towards this flat area. But we cannot just connect straight into Chestnut Crest. If you remember, Chestnut Crest is our gated community. And this means we are not going to send through traffic through this neighborhood. These people pay a lot of money to live secluded. So what we are going to do is we are going to use this main road. We're gonna stretch it over. We will connect somewhere underneath the rail bridge probably. Also, this road is going to intersect. And then we will hit our highway right about here. And we are going to build a Trumpet Interchange. So, let's open up these tiles. 1, 2. And let's build a Trumpet Interchange. To find out where the interchange needs to go, I first start out with laying the base roads. So I connect the road from the power plant, I connect the road coming from our farm area. Then I link the two up in the most easiest way by going underneath the rail bridge. And then, as you see here, we have a direct approach towards the highway. So this will be where we build our Trumpet Interchange. Trumpet Interchange is a very space efficient way to connect 3 roads together. So here we're going to use it as a system interchange because we will get off the highway here and enter our city directly. So what I do is I make a loop. I connect it to from this view the south side of the highway. This is quite straight forward, and then from the other side I try to connect it to the same place. At first I do this with a normal road because it's a little bit wider, so it's easier to connect. And then afterwards I go through and change everything to the highway roads. Then finally, it's time to upgrade these roads on these highways to make an exit and an entrance lane. The way City Skylines traffic AI works is that if you have 3 lanes and 3 possible directions, then each lane gets its own direction. And so it's easier for cars to determine where they need to go. Our second interchange is going to be a half-star Turbine Interchange. This interchange is just conceptual. As far as I could find, it hasn't ever been built in real life. But it is designed by this guy, Ruby SS, from the Netherlands. So that's really cool. I'm also coming from the Netherlands, so let's try to build this interchange and see how it performs in game. In game, I was eyeing this piece of land for it. It's on the big island, and I want to connect it both to this road and to this road. So without further ado, let's get right to it. For this interchange, I started with the parallel road because you can see on the north side it's quite hilly, but on this side it's a flat area. So it's easier to connect roads into here because yeah, it's flat and it's easier. Just imagine yourself sitting in a car and you know this is true. Then I just follow the example we just saw in wiki page. I had this open on my second screen and then I tried just to follow the basic layout of the road. On the wiki this road was going over the highway, but it's not really necessary for us because we already have a raised highway. I think it's much easier to go underneath. So yeah, that's what I did here. And the nice thing about this interchange is that the exit and enter ramps are crossing over each other. So that you only have one road entering the arterial, as we see here, and so we would only have only have one point of conflict. So only one spot where we need to place traffic lights in order to make this interchange function. And just as I did before, yeah, it's way easier to place interchanges with a normal road first and then afterwards go in and place the highway ramps. So yeah, that's exactly what I did here again. And then yeah, it's just a matter of upgrading it, creating slip lines, at the end checking for traffic rules. The next part of land the city wants to open up is up here. It is quite hilly, but because of the views of the water and this little bay, it would be quite a valuable land. A lot of people would like to live here, set up a business here. So what we need to do, currently this is a three-way highway, a three-way interchange, but we will need to open up the other way as well to this side. So in order to do this, we will be building a diverging diamond interchange. So yeah, finally, as I said in episode 1 of this series, this interchange will not be staying here. Right now we will actually delete it. This is also very weird in City Skylines too. You can see here a road that was placed by us. So it was definitely at one point possible to place this without any mods or anarchy. Just won't let me delete the road. So what I did is I placed an extra piece of road, you could have seen it right there, just to make an extra node. And by doing that I was able to delete this segment. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but yeah, at least we have a solution, so that's that. Then let's go get to our diverging diamond. The wonderful thing about this interchange is it removes conflict points. So for people that don't know anything about what that is, if you're on a country that drives on the right hand side of the road, then the most dangerous most dangerous turn to make is a left hand side turn, because you have to cross over other traffic, so traffic coming from the other side, and the chance that you have a collision is much bigger than. So what this interchange does is it changes the route of the traffic. In this X point you can see on the map, that is where we will have our traffic lights. And this is where people will be crossing over each other, but they can only go straight over there. So no left turns, and this means that they are already driving on, yeah, what I would call the wrong side of the road. And because they are driving on this side of the road, they don't have to cross over any more traffic to make their turn. So this is actually a very safe type of interchange. And as you can see over here on the screen, it's also not that big. It's quite space efficient. And this makes it one of my favorite interchanges. In City Skylines 1 it was also very fun to make, But I believe that in City Skylines 2 we can just make this work without any mods. So that's a big plus. Also, I forgot something very important over here. I don't know if you guys can already see that, but we will correct it before the end of the video. So right now I'm setting up all the different lanes, so everyone has their own lane. Then I also make sure that we have the right traffic rules, so stoplights in places where they make sense and remove them in places where they don't make sense. And then I also found out that when you're upgrading these roads, that it's easier to put off all snapping. When you don't do snapping, then it's very easy to upgrade the roads and place them exactly where you want. So yeah, just a few more trees to make this interchange pretty. And then I think we can say we built a wonderful working diverging diamond interchange. I'm very curious how this will perform after we build on the other side of it. Oh yeah, and here I finally realized my mistake. I missed one of the entrance ramps. And now we fix that, because right now on the water side we don't have any development, so it's a bit bland, but we will fix that very shortly. So I've let the game run for quite a while, just to see how these interchanges would be functioning. It's now February in game, and as you see, everything is flowing nicely. All of the interchanges are being used. Even the old ones are still being used, so we didn't cannibalize any of those. We can see our diverging diamond is working perfectly. Over here I also added the underpass so that in the future people can go to the other side of the highway without using the interchange. So I think this will be able to handle quite a lot of capacity for us going forward. And then finally we also have our experimental interchange, the half-star Turbine. And for now this one is still working quite well, but at some point I want to densify this island a lot, and then I don't know how it will stand, but I'm very curious to find out and maybe rearrange this interchange in the future. Maybe you will also have some ideas for future infrastructure projects to do. Maybe some concepts like this, or some real interchanges, or railway stuff that you find interesting and want to see in game. Please leave a comment down below if you have any of those ideas. While you're down there, subscribe to the channel, also like this video. I will see you next time. My name is Cheesy. Bye bye.